How'd you end up in WCW?
Oh my goodness, what a journey that was. Um, well, I tried out. I was off and on with WCW nightly, uh, back and forth between doing other things, right, and going other places. And I it was funny because I was in Puerto Rico at the time, wrestling for Carlos Colon, WWC, and I got a call. Actually, I was roommates with Val Venus, right? Sean Morley and Shane Sewell. They were the Canadian Glamour Boys at the time, tag team Canada. Those guys are incredible, by the way. Great, one of the best teams I've seen in ever. Do the thing. And so I was watching the E. We watched the E channel quite a bit, right? And Sean Morley picks up the phone and he's talking and he's looking at me. He's like, "Hey, man, you got a phone call?" I'm like, "Okay, well, who is it?" Right? He said, "It's Randy Savage," and he really talks like that. I'm like, "You're kidding me, right?" So I grabbed the phone, right, and it's like I thought for Sean was ribbing me, right,
Right.
because he's a great ribber, and so I picked the phone and like, "Hey, how you doing? It's Randy. That's a good one." I'm like, "Wow, that is my Randy Savage." Huh? And and turns out him and Hogan wanted to fly me out to do a tryout for one of the Nitros, right, in Virginia, I think. Uh, so because he had talked to Jerry Jarrett, Jeff Jarrett's dad, and Jarrett put in a good word for me, advocated for me,
Hmm.
and they wanted to take a look at me because they're interested in the Gorgeous George name at the time. So I took the flight, flew down to Virginia, and I got introduced to Hogan, Savage, and Bischoff, Big Show, who damn near took my hand off trying to high five me. Right, he was like a big kid, right? A great guy though. Paul was great, but that time I tried out with a guy named Jeff Farmer, who ended up
Okay.
later on become the NWO
NWO
Sting.
Sting, yeah.
Right,
I've had,
right.
I've had Jeff on. Good guy. Very good guy.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Cobra. Was he Cobra at the time?
God, that Cobra, yeah, that's it,
Yeah.
Cobra, right? And we had a good match, but nothing came of it at the time. So I just kept on doing my thing, going to storage, different places, and I uh, I was in Texas, right? I'm doing some stuff for the old school world class championship
Hmm.
wrestling guys, Wild Bear Owen and Skander Akbar and Black Bart
Nice.
and got Lance Von Erich and those guys and Wild Bear Irwin and um, I got I got another call that they wanted to do another trial match with me, right? And Savage, Macho Man. I mean, he really was a good advocate too, right, for me, and him and Hogan were. So I flew back there to another Nitro for the tryout match, and this time my match was with Chavo Guerrero Jr., which I couldn't have been any happier because
Sure.
I've had so much respect for the Guerrero family, and I know later on, once I started, we would pray together for matches and everything, and Hector and Chavo and Eddie, and uh, just great people. And so I had a great match with Chavo. I get in the back, and Diamond Dallas Page, he comes up to him and says, "Man, that was light years from the last time I saw you. You guys were great and really put the match over." And boys, and here comes the agents coming in, and they're giving all their opinions. Well, that was great, but maybe it was this or that, and everybody was telling a different story, and you really didn't know who to believe, right?
Right.
So thought back to what my granddad would always tell me, right? So always know who the boss is. Well, Eric Bischoff walks in the room, right? And he looks at us and says, "That was a great match." And looks at me and said, "We can use a good talent like you. Welcome aboard."
Nice.
And as soon as he says that, all the agents changed their tone. Oh, great match. That was good. Congratulations,
That's
right?
awesome.
And I
Yeah.
knew right then and there, if I had a problem, I knew who to go to, right?
Yeah,
Who the
that's
boss
funny.
was. And I walked out the door, and I remember all the boys was sitting there, went and shake my hand, welcome me aboard. It was just like, it was such an awesome feeling. You know, I mean, one I'll never forget. And just to, get the get a contract and to be part of one time at the time one of the greatest wrestling companies in the world, um, was a big, and being with literally the best of the best from all over the world. I mean, it was a big thrill, a big honor, and something I always cherish.
So did you give Randy the Gorgeous George name?
Well, what happened was that we're going to try to use the Gorgeous George name to Leap and Landy Poffo,
Okay.
and which I was cool with it because I knew that Lanny would do a great job with it. I mean, with his mannerisms and everything, I knew he could really get it over. But uh, they had me. They had another character in mind for me, persona, rather, if you will. I don't. Us in the business, we don't like to use the word characters because we live it. You ain't no like cut or back to one like you do in the film. But like, um, but to me, had something different in mind, which I was actually going to. They were talking about putting me in the Thunder in Paradise series with this new persona I was going to be. Believe it, I was going to be a white rev. I was dressed in white, like a reverend with a book in my hand, and that was going to mean I was Reverend Headlock. I
Okay.
kid you not. And I'm thinking, how is this going to work, man? I'm
Yeah.
scratching my head, and
A heel, I'd
but
assume, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know that was the thing, right?
Reverend
And
Headlock.
and
Ooh.
and like, I'm.
Who's who's pitching it to you?
Oh, I mean, you had Hogan, you had Savage,
Uh,
and
how
I'm
do you
I'm
say no to
scratching.
them, right?
Yeah, I'm scratching. Man, I'm going to get this across? How's the people going to accept this? It just seemed odd, right? Very odd.
Yeah.
And so, but they want to put me in the Thunder in Paradise series too, and I didn't care what I was going to do. I just wanted to ride the boat. I thought the boat
Yeah.
was cool, right?
Yeah, man.
But both deals didn't fall through, right? And then when I came back and got hired officially, I was just doing the Gorgeous George thing with them still for about a year. And then that's when Savage wanted to give the name to his valet at the time, Stephanie Bellers, in which I was like, gosh, I didn't want to be thrown out in the backyard because, I wanted to do something for the company still, right? So I had a meeting with Eric, and we got talking and throwing ideas around, and that's when the Maestro was born.
Any social media you want to plug? Any information on if people want to reach you?
Yeah, sure. I'm on YouTube, just youtube.com @ Maestro on YouTube. I'm on TikTok at Rob Kellum. I'm also on Instagram at Maestro Rob Kellum, and Facebook at Stro the Maestro. And yeah, keep in touch with me. I got merch on sale, and I got a GoFundMe going on as well. You can check it's on there. You can check it out. I'm still paying medical expenses for what has happened to me in the past couple of years, but I'm on a I'm trying to get better, and I'm slowly healing. It's just a slow process, but I just wanted to thank whoever's listening here for this interview. I just wanted to thank everybody for sticking by me and believing in me and believing in the industry and the business and believing in all of us because we love we love you, and I know you guys love us in return. So we're all in this together.